Now let's take a look at your portfolio, maybe some stock picks for you. Joining us right now, Dutch Masters, founder, Carnivore Trading. Good to see you, Dutch. Thanks for being here. So what do you think about the rally? What do you think the market's telling us?
Well, I think, hello, Nicole, and it's good to see you too. I think that I'd love to jump on the bandwagon and get all giddy and excited about this, but it's not the first time that I've seen a bear market rip and rally. All we've done is really retrace what the last, 6, 7 sessions have been down and down and down. So, you want to take this thing over 4,000 on the S&P and hold for a while and maybe go sideways to up from there, then you can make me a believer.
That being said here, they would call this a bear market rally. I understand what you're saying. I sort of am impressed myself, the fact that they've held on here all day long, and the Dow now is up at 1,032 points. I mean, I can't believe we're at session highs here. I mean, a lot of it was because of the sell-offs that we've been seeing, maybe an oversold market. What happens going forward?
Well, I think that what we see here is, we're heading into a hardcore, recession. The Fed's not going to slow down. 7.7, by the way, on the CPI is still 570 basis points away from their target. So, that's a long way for them to make this work. Now, your previous guest was right. If they can drop the 7.7 to 7.0 and to 6.3, consecutively over the next couple of months, then that's really good. But, what happens if this thing prints an 8.3 next month? I mean, then we're going right back to 3,600 or 3,300 on the S&P. We are in a downward sloping channel in the S&P and in the market as a whole. And we're just at the upper band. We're not even close to the upper band yet of this thing. So, until I see the Fed actually make a move differently than what they've been doing, I don't see that. But on the other hand, there are sectors that are working, such as biotech, and then you mentioned a couple of technologies. You were talking about some technology stocks that have been beaten up pretty well, and we agree with that.
Yeah, understood. And so you're watching 4,000. Do you think we could be on the other side of this and retest lows on the S&P?
I think that if the policies don't change, and I mean, the layoffs are just now starting to rip through even the technology, highly profitable, high growth margin companies. I mean, the Fed does want to see the labor market cool, and they're about to see it cool in a big way. But that means a lot of people are out of work, and that's not good. Consumption's going to drop off, and that might help slow the Fed a bit. But we've always said that the S&P in a recession is fairly valued at 2,800 to 3,200. Okay, at the high end of that range might be 32, 3,300. But that's kind of where we see that it could go on the downside. We hope we're wrong, okay? I would love to jump on the bandwagon with everybody else and get all excited. I'm just not quite.
Oh, I get it. Well, you're not really seeing the true catalyst. I mean, we did pass through the Fed the last meeting. We did make it through the midterms. We probably have seen inflation peak, maybe not with shelter, though, which is not a great sign. So I guess we'll still wait and see. Halozyme, you were looking at biotech. This one is all about injectables and the fluids and the delivery of that using the technology platform of this company. Tell me a little bit about this one, Halozyme.
Yeah, these guys have got some relationships with everybody, okay? Lilly, Roche, Bristol Myers, AbbVie, Pfizer. They've got 2 platforms that are just killer. It's a $7.5 billion market cap that I think's a double. So that's my double. That's a stock that doubles in my mind. They've got patented subcutaneous injectables of biologics, and that's really powerful. And they also have some technology that enhances the absorption and dispersion of other injected products. So that makes them kind of ubiquitous. They can be used with lots and lots of other products. So I see this as a real winner.
Yeah, I mean, right now it's at $51 and change. How far up can this go?
I think it's a $100 stock. I think we got a double on it.
Wow, interesting. Okay, glad I asked that question. What about Sarepta Therapeutics? Also a winner year to date, up about 16%.
Yeah, Sarepta is a rare disease specialist. They have a $9.3 billion market cap, but I look at that more as a 40 to 50% gainer here. And then they've got their science comes out of Duke, and they've got a good relationship with La Roche. But if I had to pick between the two, I think your bigger bang is right over there at Halo.
Right, and then there's Bandwidth. That's your third choice here. Tell me a little bit about this one. This is communication software and such. We're looking at that one.
Yeah, cloud-based software communication platform for Bandwidth. What I love about this is one of the classic things you and I have talked about before, which is when you have a good company, it's doing $500 million in revenue. They've got a $480 million market cap, which is insanely low for a tech company that's actually growing and making money. They've got positive EBITDA, and $500 million is nothing to joke about. They were $180 a share, went down to 12 or 14, and our mantra here is anytime you've got a company that's down 90, 95% from its high, and it's still a good company that's not going bankrupt, you can really get a boomer out of that. We call this one a triple. We're at 19. We bought it the other day at 17, and we think this thing could be a $40, $50 stock.
Yeah, and month to date, it's already up over 60%. Had this low, it did actually tick at one point to $9, 9 and 20 cents change. And this, I think what's really telling is the earnings. It had that gap up on the earnings. Tell me a little bit about a book. Are we getting a Dutch Masters book? What is it? When is it? Why'd you write it?
Well, me and the boys have put together a book called Lions of Wall Street, and we've got another one coming behind that as well, but this is the one that tells a story about how Carnivore actually delivered a 100% return at the beginning of this year, the worst year in the market, in under 90 days. And so it's kind of an exciting read. It's a quick read. It's a perfect read for an airplane, and we're putting it out. Hopefully it'll be out in time for Christmas. We're going to have a whole bunch of copies here at the LVX Las Vegas mansion here for the Christmas party. And we're very excited about it. We've got the largest publisher and printer of books in the world. Ingram is getting behind it. And so it's going to be really exciting.
And when's the next one coming out? You sort of alluded to a second book.
The second book is going to shake up the financial industry like you've never seen. The title of it, the working title right now, is Wall Street Lies. And that should be coming out sometime probably in April or May.
I think we should put them both together and make a movie. I can't wait to read them both and then see them both. Maybe you could star in the movie, Josh. Dutch Masters, founder of Carnivore Trading.
I'm not a big star. You're the star.
Thank you. It's always wonderful to have you on the show, Josh. Thanks. Congratulations on the book to you and the guys.